these players, they just did such a great job. They never measured the game. They continue to play, for 60 minutes. The effort with which they played with, the enthusiasm, playing for one another, believing in themselves was just amazing. You got to give those guys credit. At the end of the game, I think that was really telling of where these guys are at. To get a major turnover there in the red area for us to be able to run that ball in. Then we kick the ball off and tackle them inside the 20, and then to finish on a 4th and 1. Got to have a situation to get a 4th down stop. I think that says all you need. All you need to really ask about today's game and how these players played and reacted. So I'm excited for them. It was a crazy, amazing week, and I just couldn't be happier with how they did today.
Justin, go ahead.
Darrell, can you just run us through your emotions here, especially in the fourth quarter? You're down 10. Maybe things aren't going the way you envisioned that first game. Then to have the comeback that you guys did, just what that meant to you and what that felt like from your perspective.
Yeah, my emotions right now, Justin, I can't even think straight. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this whole thing and what just happened. It was just, like I said, it was a great job by these guys of believing, from the moment we started till the end. My mentality was that, like, if I'm gonna lead these guys, I got to have that same belief. I believe in these guys. I believe in what we're trying to do. And, it goes to them. Those guys believed in themselves as well. And I think it showed with how they reacted in those situations and how they played today.
You did talk this week about playing fun, loose, hair on fire. Do you think that message was reflected in the ability to come back and make those plays in such a critical short stretch?
Well, Justin, I wish you could be in this locker room right now. I think that would answer your question. It's a buzzing in there, and yes, definitely. I think those guys really, truly believed in themselves all the way. Again, I know I'm going to keep saying the same thing, but they didn't measure the game. The whole game. It didn't matter what the scoreboard was. That's what I asked them to do. Just keep playing, and that good things would happen at the end, and it did, and they made it happen.
Thank you, Darrell. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Tim.
Hey, Darrell, congratulations. Can you just speak to the performance of your quarterback today? 402 yards, led that 96-yard drive in the fourth quarter, and just what he's meant to this victory.
Yeah, that was really vintage Matthew Stafford right there. We kind of let him play today, and he just responded in a big way. You got to give credit to all the guys around him. Huge plays. Danny Amendola laying out there on that one drive and catching a big ball there. The offensive line responded against a really good front. Matt Nelson had to step in there and play right tackle. A converted defensive line comes out and plays tackle in the National Football League, blocking Khalil Mack. Just a great day by those guys, and Matt led the way.
And then just a real quick follow-up. You said this week you wanted to have, big plays back in this offense. It looks like that was really the case this week. You guys took a number of shots down the field, hit on quite a few of them. Was that really a priority this week for you setting up the game plan? Was to take those shots and then follow through on them?
Yeah, Tim, they're always in there. I think we just probably had a little bit more focus on them this week. And, Matthew responded in a good way. The guys were ready with the game plan. And, it was fun just how everything showed up today. To go back, I'll go back and look at it and answer your question. I don't even know what happened in terms of the explosive plays and that kind of thing. But I like how we were playing out there.
Mike Rothstein.
Hey, Darrell, congratulations. I know you said you're kind of all over the place mentally right now, but what is it now that game's over? What has week actually been like for you? Walk me through that a little.
Amazing. Amazing week. It was hard. Everything that I did, like I told you guys earlier, was a new experience, including today. With the headset, that I had on with different lines, talking to different people. But I just got to give credit to all the people around me. I have such good support here that really everybody just kind of chipped in and did their job in an excellent way, just to help me to be able to focus on what I needed to focus on. So I'm thankful for all those people, and then the players. They responded today, and hopefully you could see it. Hopefully it showed in the way that they played, and it just showed up in their demeanor as they were on the field flying around.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Darrell.
Thanks, Matt.
Justin Rose.
Hey, Coach, kind of off those same notes there. What was the one thing, I guess, that you could look back this week that was different maybe from the previous weeks of the season when Matt was here that you kind of saw stick out the most?
Like I told the players from day one, we had a windshield and no rearview mirror, so we're not looking back at anything that happened in the past. We're working from the day that I was able to step in front of them to now, and I'm just excited how they responded. I'm excited how they played. I'm excited for them to be able to get a win. I think it's sometimes understated how hard it is to win in this league, and for them to respond the way they did at the end, it was just amazing.
Thanks. Congrats.
Thank you.
Kyle.
And Darrell, most of my questions have already been asked, so I guess I'll just ask, as you think about this week and everything you've been through, and obviously pulling out the win here today, what was it like in the post-game locker room for you? Talking to the guys, what was your message? What was that scene like for you?
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm still on cloud nine right now. I'm not quite over it. These guys responded in there. It's just amazing, and there was excitement, there's hugs, there's, all that stuff going on in there. And, I couldn't be more happy for them and how they played and for them to get that win.
Thank you.
Dave.
Yeah, I think a lot of what I wanted to ask has been asked too, but did you get a game ball? Did the players give you a game ball after the game? Is that something that happened?
I did. Matthew Stafford, presented a game ball in there. It was, I can't even describe it. Just amazing.
Can you last thing for me, can you just describe Romeo's play a little bit coming off the edge there? He's been really good for you all season, but to get his paw out and to get his hand on that ball, what'd you see on that play? What was your reaction when you saw it happen?
Huge play, Dave. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Huge play for us. We preached it during the week, and to get that big play right there in that moment. It changed the whole momentum of the game. And just a cool play. I didn't see exactly everything that happened, but I know that he's the guy that got the ball out, and just so happy for him, the defense, and the way they responded in the second half.
Thank you, Darrell.
All right, time for 3 more quick ones. Jen, if you got one.
I was just going to ask about the game ball. So you did get a game ball. Matthew presented it to you, Coach?
Yes, he did.
Okay, great. Thanks. That's all I needed.
Thank
Jeff.
you.
Yeah, I was just curious at halftime, were you able to address both the offense and defense, and what was your message?
Yeah, I addressed the whole team, when we called them up before we went out, and I just told them to continue to keep playing. Don't measure the game, play just until there's no time left on the clock, and continue to play with the joy and enthusiasm that we wanted to play with, and we'll see what happens at the end. And I think they really did exactly that, and good things happened.
Thank you.
Last one for Woj.
Hey, Darrell, you've talked about the words, play with your hair on fire, play, lose, energy, and everything. Beyond the words, what did you actually do action-wise to foster that? Like, meetings shorter? Was it livelier? Did you play games, music? Like, what viscerally was different?
Yeah, there was definitely changes. I don't want to get into all the things that we did different, but yes, there was different meetings, there was different practice schedule, there was different ways that that I wanted them to handle situations. We talked about it, and I was proud of him. I think it showed up today.
Thank you.
Great, thank you, Coach.
Thank you. All right, thanks.